Hello, everybody. Just having a look who we've got. We've got Vinny in, who can have the first couple. Neil Jones, Mazatoshi, and Chris Bascom, Carl Markham. Yeah, probably got all the hands we can take now. We're going to have a press conference in 5 minutes' time, or Friday, or whatever it is. So, Vinny, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. Well done, Jurgen, on reaching the quarterfinals. In the end and overall, how tough was it to just get through that tonight?
Tough, because it's a football game against a Premier League side. We had to make 10 changes because of the 120 plus 40 minutes penalty shootout on Sunday. That was an exhausting night, mentally and physically. So we had to make changes to have a chance tonight. We needed a couple of minutes to get into the game. Norwich had kind of a kickstart again, like they had in a Premier League game. But from a specific moment on, we controlled the game and played like we had to play, like easy and simple passes to drag them out a little bit, to find then the gaps, to find the half spaces, and from there. Because there were real problems, could have had good moments and scored 2 wonderful goals. Second half, pretty similar. We should have scored earlier, closing the game, but that didn't happen. And all of a sudden, they score their goal, and then you have to fight to bring it over the line. That's what we did, and that's absolutely fine. And it was a tough game. We expected that. That's why we brought in 10 fresh players, and it was good.
We spoke in the build-up about players being ready to take opportunities when they're given to them. So what's your assessment of how Takumi Minamino took his opportunity to impress this evening?
Yeah, his impression was obvious with scoring 2 goals, and not only that, he had a lot of more top football moments. He was a constant threat tonight. He was mobile. He was quick. He was technically on an incredible high level. It was really windy tonight, and when you then saw how he controlled the balls when he had to bring down the high balls, whatever, it was all really, really, really good. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I know how good he is, and tonight he showed it to the public again, which is absolutely great. So other really, really top performances. Curtis played a really good first half. For example, we had to take him off because he felt the thigh slightly. I don't think it's a real injury, but there was no need to take a risk, and that's why we brought in Harvey on. It was good.
Thanks, Jurgen. Well done.
Thanks, Vinny. We'll go to Masatoshi, given that we've just spoken about Taki. That's Masatoshi for the next question. I need to take the mute off if you don't mind, sir.
Sorry.
There we go. Oh, don't be silly.
Jurgen. Hi, Jurgen. Was it Taki's best game so far?
Maybe. It was an exceptional game, for sure. He looked extremely sharp. He showed all the things he knows for sure he has in him, and now he showed it tonight to the public. It was really a complete performance. I have to say that the 2 goals were great, but all the rest, what he did, was top class as well. Yeah, was really good.
Just he played like a final, didn't he? He showed aggression, determination, and desire to play for Liverpool. I felt his desire.
Absolutely, he shows everything. He has everything. So that's how it is. But that's why he's our player. It's like it is. Taki came in a difficult time. Corona was full throttle. No supporters in the stadium. A good football team, obviously, which was used to a lot of things. Had good moments. Played really good football. But now he needed time, and in the moment he looks like absolutely on peak of the things he can do, and I'm very, very happy for him that he can show that, because obviously this is a more difficult situation than Taki's out there in the world, but it's obviously not so easy to be in and out, and sometimes these kind of things. But when his character is obviously top class, means when he's needed, or when I give him the opportunity, then he's absolutely delivering on top class level. I'm really happy.
Thank you. We got to Neil, Chris, and Carl to finish. Neil.
Hi, again. Just on Taki, Obviously, he spent the second half of last season out on loan. Was there ever a chance that he might have left either last summer or in January? Because obviously, as you say yourself, it's difficult to come in and out and maybe not get the chances that your talent maybe deserves.
So what's the question? Do you ask me
Was there a chance he could have left because obviously he went on
in the last summer?
Yeah, and
or in January.
No, we didn't think about it. You don't think he thought about it. So no.
Okay, thanks, Neil. Chris, and then we're going to finish with Carl.
Yeah. It was just that every time you brought players in who maybe haven't been playing regularly, they just stepped up so much. I mean, you could have been a theme of this season that's really helped you be in the position you are.
That's the reason. You're right. That's the reason for the situation we are in. We have this kind of mentality and character in the squad. I said another good example is Curtis Jones, who played an exceptional game tonight, and all these kind of things. Joe Gomez, we don't have to discuss his quality, obviously, and he showed it again tonight. And that's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we to be successful in the long term. Nobody knows what will happen this year, but in the long term, we need this kind of quality. And the boys have to be ready for these kind of. They don't fight each other for a position, but they have to fight to be their best version, and then they have a good chance to be in the lineup for the weekend, but no guarantee. And that means you have to do it again and again and again until you get that opportunity, and then you have to show up, and that's what the boys did.
Thanks, Chris. And final question, Carl Markham.
Hi, Jurgen. It's another tacky question, I'm afraid. Considering the part he's played in your cup runs this season, just how disappointed was he not to even get on at Wembley, and was that sort of a motivation for him coming into the side tonight?
It was for sure very disappointing. I can imagine. Didn't speak to him about it. These are the hard decisions I have to make for which lineup I decide for it. So actually, my decision is a very positive one because I decide for the player. But it means for other players that they are not involved, and that's obviously then not so cool. And but how Taki is, I don't think that was the reason why he played so good tonight. He is a person for this kind of anger or whatever, but it's just the situation he's in. And obviously the decision for the lineup on Sunday was kind of the right one because we won the game in the end. And that's then how it is. My decisions they get tested by the results we can get, and the players have just to keep working. That's how it is. So best for me is be player of Liverpool FC is actually the best place you can be, but it means you have to deal with situations you would not have to deal maybe somewhere else because there you play all the time, but then you have no chance to play a final maybe, or maybe more finals. Maybe it's not so easy or you have no chance to win a silverware. So that's a decision the players have to make, but the door is always open because you will get your chances and then you have to deliver. And then you are part of, and Taki was a massive part of the whole journey in the Carabao Cup. And that he didn't play in the final might have been hard for him in the moment, but in the long term, when he looks back, he just won the Carabao Cup in Liverpool, and that's a really good thing.
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe and speak to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.